Hello everyone. This is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to use a light box with watercolor paper. I forgot to take a picture of the sketch of my tulips before I painted them, and a couple of people that follow the channel said they would like a digital download. So I'm going to show you a real easy way to sketch out something, a picture or another painting. If you want to copy something in watercolor, you can do these quick sketches with a light box. And a light box is just a great technique for transferring sketches or outlines onto the watercolor paper. Um, so I picked this one up at Barnes and Noble. They're very inexpensive. It takes 3 AA batteries, and you put the batteries in the back, flip it over. It's really good if you can turn off the lights that are in the room. You want it kind of a little bit darker in the room. I turned off all the lights in my craft room to let it really shine through, and you can see the image a lot better. I'm just using that Canson mixed media paper, which is quite thick. And so it really does do a great job of illuminating the picture that you're looking at underneath it. And so I'm going back through and just tracing this real quickly. It is good to tape it down if you don't want it moving around. I'm just doing something real fast. I prefer not to, but it does make it easier to throw a few pieces of tape on there so it's not wiggling all over the place. And, you can just go over. It's great for doing portraits. Like I tried to do a portrait of my granddaughter, and I'm not really phenomenal at faces, and I really don't want to spend all my time puttering around with the drawing. And so it is nice for things like that, or even like painting a picture of my barn. You've got a lot of angles and you're not getting it right. It can really help just move you on to the painting process, which is sometimes what I like to do. I also take my sketchbook and go out and draw in my sketchbook, but sometimes you don't want to do that. Another thing you can do is use your iPad. They're a little more frustrating because um, it still will move around on you with your fingers, or at least for me. I'm not sure where there's a setting that it doesn't make it so sensitive. So you've got to kind of finagle it. As you see, it's jumping all around. I'm moving my pictures, and it's a little frustrating, but you've got to be a little more delicate, and you can actually just kind of throw some tape on there. And then for me with the iPad, it's just easier to try not to touch the iPad a lot and go over with the pencil. So I find that I can't get the level of detail on the iPad that I get on the Lightbox, because I can really, move my hands around and put them anywhere on the Lightbox, whereas the iPad's a little more frustrating. But it is something that is, very, it's great to have. If you don't have a light box, you can always use your iPad. Also remember to turn the brightness all the way up on your iPad. I keep mine down at night so that it's not too bright. And initially when I tried to trace this, I thought, oh, it's not very bright. So turn your brightness all the way up on your iPad when you want to do this. And basically that's it. I will put a link in here for Lightbox, that's this one on Amazon. And I'd love to hear if you use your Lightbox, you don't use your Lightbox, or if you use your iPad, any tips for not having the iPad move around on you when you're sketching. So that's it. That's my tip for today, or my demonstration for today. I hope you liked it. And please, if you like my content, click like and subscribe, and you'll get a couple times a week some notifications of new videos. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon.